in Detroit. And Dallas, I thought the A's really played good all-around baseball against the Tigers. Pitching was good, defense was good, bullpen was good, and the hits came a little bit later on in the series.
Yeah, you're naming a few of the cylinders that are underneath the hood of a club that wants to get to the finish line and potentially be the last team standing. We've all got those kind of hopes, but you got to be able to hit the baseball, something the A's hadn't been doing a ton of. Well, that changed in that series against Detroit. But you also have to get outs. If your team is going to be putting runs up, you've got to keep the other team off the scoreboard, and whether that's via the rotation or the bullpen, they did that. And if that ball gets put into play, can they flash the leather? Well, Tony Kimp and company did just that.
All right, our first look at the Angels this year. They're off to a great start. 21-12 is their record, and their lineup is doing their thing big time. It's sort of, they've always dreamed of having all these guys healthy, and if they were, they could put up a lot of runs. Well, that's exactly what's happened so far this year.
They're scary. There's really no other way to put it. The Anaheim Angels right now are absolute monsters. Up and down this lineup. Look at those numbers. 164 runs scored. That's the high water mark. 45 homers, high water. 751 OPS as a club. All of those numbers lead Major League Baseball. And not to mention the health. You got Trout, you got Ohtani, you got Babe Ward, you got Rendon. The list goes on and on, Kipe.
All right, so that will be the matchup tonight, and that will be the group that Daulton Jeffries is going to have to try to slow down. Daulton Jeffries looking for his second win of the year. Stick around. We're going to have lineups and first pitch in just a little bit. It's the A's and the Angels coming up from the Coliseum.
You want that home run feeling? Then step in the box and let it rip. Get ready for the Major League Baseball Junior Home Run Derby. Compete in your communities and swing your way to the 2022 Junior Home Run Derby Final during MLB All-Star Week in Los Angeles. Get your community involved by hosting a local derby. Sign up for free at jrhrd.com.
Using the old baseball stats only gives you part of the puzzle. But when we challenge ourselves using advanced tools and modern thinking, you'll see the bigger picture.
Challenge all things baseball with MLB Now, only on MLB Network.
Baseball's biggest moments are live on MLB Big Inning. MLB.TV's nightly show takes you from game to game for all the grand slams, no-hitters, walk-offs, and more as they happen.
Wow, he can do it all!
Don't miss the ultimate baseball highlight reel.
This is some kind of awesome.
After your game ends, the action's just heating up on MLB Big Inning. Every night on MLB.TV.
NBC Sports California is brought to you by Toyota, the MVP of MPG. With 11 fuel-efficient hybrids to choose from, there's one for everyone. Toyota, let's go places. And by Xfinity. Experience a powerful and secure Wi-Fi connection for all your devices. Xfinity X5. Can your internet do that?
Hello, doctor.
Hi, Doc.
Hello, how are you?
What's going on, Doc? Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's take a crack at the bottom line.
I see it. Age. Oh, that's easy. That's highlights.
And the next line.
B-R-E, breakdowns.
How about the third line?
L-I-V, live looking.
Perfect. How about this one?
P-L, Placata.
The analysts of MLB Tonight, bringing the new season into focus. Only on MLB Network.
You want that home run feeling? Then step in the box and let it rip. Get ready for the Major League Baseball Junior Home Run Derby. Compete in your communities and swing your way to the 2022 Junior Home Run Derby Finals during MLB All-Star Week in Los Angeles. Sign up for free at jrhrd.com.
If you think they're excited, you ain't heard nothing yet.
Be quiet, win ball games, then I'll shut up and I'll shut up.
High Heat with Christopher Russo, only on MLB Network.
Well, Ohtani fans are in the house. That means the Angels are in the house. It's a 4-game series this weekend with a doubleheader tomorrow between the A's and the Angels. Shohei Ohtani is in the house indeed. He's going to hit third. And, yeah, there's quite a bit of attention around that young man.
He's a decent ball player from what I understand.
He's a nice player. Every time he moves, there's about 6 photographers that move right with him. Here's the game time weather. It's brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Now's the time to get to the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Buy your wristband online and save $10. 66 degrees at first pitch tonight here at the Coliseum. And the right fielder and the center fielder will be in sunshine for a little while anyway. All right, let's take a look at this Los Angeles Angels lineup. And it's a good one. They are scoring runs in bunches. Taylor Ward off to a tremendous start. He's in right field. Mike Trout is in center. Shohei Ohtani is the designated hitter. Anthony Rendon is at third. Jared Walsh is at first. Brandon Marsh is in left. Chad Wallach, he's the son of Tim Wallach, former big leaguer. He's the catcher. Tyler Wade is at second, and Andrew Velasquez is the shortstop.
Kai, the A's have a DJ for batting practice, and they got a DJ on the bump to start the first game of the series here against the Halos. Daulton Jeffries making his 7th start of the season. It's been a bit turbulent for Daulton Jeffries the last few times out. Remember, got off to a hot start, a blazing hot start. Going to see if he can't tap back into some of that mojo tonight against the Halos.
All right, here's the A's defense brought to you by your Bay Area GMC dealers. It'll have Pinder in left, Pache in center, and Laureano is in right. Noisy, Andrews, Kemp, and Brown on the infield with Sean Murphy doing the catching. So we're set for baseball on a Friday night here at the Coliseum as Taylor Ward steps in. And the first pitch of the ball game is on its way, and it's outside. So the Angels, I was worried about this. I've been worried about this since spring training. They have Taylor Ward, they have Tyler Wade, they have Jared Walsh and Brandon Marsh all in the lineup. So what I'm doing is I'm already throwing it out there.
You're tiptoeing.
Yeah, I could kick that around a couple times. There's Joe Madden, third season as the Angels manager. He's got a World Series ring with the Cubbies.
The mad scientist.
So 1-2 the count to Taylor Ward, who is off to a tremendous start. A little bit banged up right now. He had a hamstring injury that kept him out of a couple of ball games earlier this week, but he's back in there for game one of this series.
He's been unbelievable for this lineup. When you talk about the length of a lineup, you know, you usually have that conversation when a club gets a guy back, maybe off the injured list. You're like, wow, everybody kind of slots down, and it's tough. It's tough to navigate it as opposing pitcher. Well, it starts with Ward at the top.
Drives this one toward right. Laureano is hustling over to his left, and he makes the catch. So that's out number one, and that'll bring up Trout. There's that sunshine looking right at Ramon Laureano. Umpires tonight, that's Clint Vondrack calling balls and strikes. Scott Berry's at first. Ben May from Racine, Wisconsin's at second, and there's Marty Foster. He's the crew chief. He is down at third. Here's Trout. Trout at .337. 9 homers and 19 RBIs. So big start for Trout.
Is it crazy to think that this guy could quietly be having one of the better years or one of the better starts to his already illustrious and Hall of Fame career?
Well, that's what you're starting to hear through the first 5-6 weeks of this season. That one is drilled toward left center. Pache was playing into right center, but he hustles over there to make the catch. So that is out number 2. Here's Shohei Ohtani. A special night here at the ballpark. It is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Night. One of the giveaways the A's had tonight, a red A's cap, or black with red trim. That's a pretty clean looking cap, I got to tell you.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the bill, the underside.
Yeah.
Pretty nice style.
So here is Shohei Ohtani. First pitch is a swing and a miss by Ohtani, who's hitting .258. He's got 6 homers. He's got 21 RBIs. Remember, Ohtani got off to a very slow start this year, but that has changed as of late. He smokes one foul. Still the count is 0-2.
Well, Ohtani, that special player that you get to have the fun conversation about, well, is he going to start slow on the mound? Is he going to start slow at the plate? You know, and I think he's performed well on the mound, and I don't think there's any question that he'll start to rise offensively.
Of course, the unanimous MVP in the American League last year. It was tough to vote for anybody else, and nobody did.
No, I think you could be accused of having not watched baseball if you didn't vote for Shohei Ohtani.
Pokes that one into shallow left center, and Pache hustles over there, and he makes the catch. So 3 fly ball outs for Daulton Jeffries. A's come to bat when we come back.
Hey, it's me, the summer breeze. I just flew back into town. Let's get outside. Much better.
Life is about balance. If I get the proper amount of sleep, then I'm gonna be ready for whatever's to come. I use Aura Ring to always let me know everything that's going on with my body. The accuracy is what sets Aura apart. My sleep score is something that I'm always paying attention to. It's literally part of my morning routine. Always trying to make the most out of this thing we call life.
What can you expect from ButcherBox? 100% grass-fed beef, organic free-range chicken, humanely raised pork, and so much more. From farmers who believe in raising animals with care, with no antibiotics or added hormones, ever. All with free shipping right to your door. Together, we can make a difference. One meal at a time. Get free ground beef for the life of your membership.
Let's get their first crack in the batter's box. The lineup looks like this for the A's tonight. Kemp at second, Lowry the DH, Noisy at third, Murphy will catch. Brown at first, Laureano in right, Pinder in left, Andrews at short, and Pache is your center fielder.
And the boys in green and gold see if they can't tame the Wildcat. Chase Silseth, the 11th rounder at a University of Arizona. 11th round in the 2021 draft for the Halos, making his big league debut.
Wait, that was last year.
That's it. Look at the clock. Wow, we are already here.
Chase Silseth. How about that?
I'm taking a look at that 97-mile-an-hour cheese biscuit right out of the gate.
Silseth kicks and delivers, and it's a quick 0-2. Tony Kemp at 226, a homer and 5 RBIs. Tony had a real nice series in Detroit. That was great to see. 5 hits and 18 at bats.
Well, wouldn't you know it, Tony Kemp starts to swing the bat a little, starts to get things going at the top of the lineup. A's have a pretty decent series there in Detroit.
That one grounded up the middle. Backhanded Velasquez. The throw is dug out by Walsh. So that's a nice play on both ends. Andrew Velasquez, a smooth backhand.
Yeah, this is pretty tasty here. Going to the backhand, but how quickly he was already moving. Velasquez, feel like he's at top speed going to the backhand. See him whip it across his body. Well, Walsh going out there and extending.
You know what? I take it back. That was Tyler Waite. I was wrong there. Either way, a good play.
Well, you get going with your momentum heading in one direction. You got to try to sling it across your body on target.
See, that's very interesting, Dallas, the way the Angels play their shift. They have the shortstop, Velasquez, is actually out in short right field. Tyler Wade, the second baseman, is the guy who's playing right up the middle. Usually it would be the regular second baseman. See, so that was my mistake on who made the play. But I don't know that I've seen a setup like that where you put the shortstop out in shallow right field.
Well, I think at times what it can depend on is, one, I think comfort, comfortability, guys playing in certain spots.
Wade again, steps right in front of Velasquez, 2 outs. All right, here's the defense brought to you by your Bay Area GMC dealers. Outfield has Marsh, Trout, and Ward. The infield has Rendon, Velasquez, Wade, and Walsh, with Chad Wallach doing the catching. There's Chad Wallach, son of the former big leaguer Tim Wallach.
But just on that shift conversation, the other thing too, the arm. One guy might have a stronger throwing arm, so you're going to place him maybe in a spot a little further out there in right field.
Noisy takes a strike. 1-1 the count. Sheldon Noisy hitting .291 with a couple of home runs. Slices this one, but it's going to be just foul.
Well, time now for the Nissan keys to the game. Standing in the light of your halo. Okay. Look, you got the hot halos in town.
Yep.
What better way than to get the spotlight on you than to perform well against a pretty solid club that's pretty hot right now? And then debut destruction. The A's spoiled a couple of those debuts out in Detroit. You got another one here with Mr. Silseth. See if you can't play the spoiler.
And that's a swing and a miss. So Chase Silseth, first big league inning, 3 up, 3 down with a strikeout. No score after 1 from the Coliseum.
You want that home run feeling? Then step in the box and let it rip. Get ready for the Major League Baseball Junior Home Run Derby. Compete in your communities and swing your way to the 2022 Junior Home Run Derby Finals during MLB All-Star Week in Los Angeles. Sign up for free at jrhrd.com.
On NBC Sports California is brought to you by WebEx. The future of work is hybrid. WebEx by Cisco.
No score after 1 inning from the Coliseum. The A's and the Angels. First of 19 meetings between these two teams this year. Remember, the A's last year just dominated the season series. A's went 15-4 against the Angels last year. The Angels were all banged up.
You come across a club that is struggling to stay healthy, especially in your division. That's exactly what you want to do. Handle that kind of business.
Rendon, Walsh, and Marsh here in the second inning. Well, a big problem last year for the Angels, obviously injuries. Trout played in just 36 games. Rendon played in 58 games. But as far as Trout, Ohtani, and Rendon playing together in the same lineup last year, 17 times. That's it.
Not how you draw it up.
Very high pop-up shallow right. Tony Kemp is under it, and he makes the catch. But you have 3 hitters like that, and they're only together 17 times in a 162-game schedule. You're probably not going to have a very good year, and the Angels did not. They were 77 and 85. But they're together, and they're all healthy this year, and well, now you see the difference.
Yeah, they are banged. Big part of that is guys being able to settle into a lineup and get comfortable with where they're hitting. And you can really start to feel the effect of having all three of those monsters in the lineup together at the same time, right? The guy ahead of one of those dudes is probably going to see some pitches, which might make things click for him, because they don't want to have to deal with those animals in that lineup.
Right to Seth Brown. He'll flip to Daulton Jeffries, and that's the second out.
Daulton Jeffries all the way in there on Walshy.
So 2 outs, and here's Brandon Marsh. As far as injuries this year for the Angels, they're without both their catchers, Max Stassi, Kurt Suzuki, both on the injured list. Matt Duffy, who opened up the season and is playing some second base, he's on the injured list. And probably most important is David Fletcher, who had surgery on both abductor muscles, and he's going to be out for a couple months. He will be back. So that's a significant loss for them, but Angels feel like they have a little more depth this year, and they'll be able to cover for Fletcher until he gets back.
Well, that's a bonus. You lose a guy like Fletcher.
And the 2 catchers, Stassi and Suzuki, they're not expected to be out a real long time.
Both those guys pretty tough.
One 1-0 to the left-handed hitting Brandon Marsh. Good young outfielder for the Angels. They're excited about him. 264, 4 homers and 19 RBIs. Saw him last year. Slices that one foul.
Well, I think that what the Angels have gotten from Brandon Marsh has allowed them to kind of wait for Joe Adell to continue to polish himself, continue to polish his craft. And that's not to say that Brandon Marsh couldn't run into some struggles and have to work some things out himself. But you've got somebody like Joe Adell, who they thought, hey, we're going to be able to depend on this guy. He's going to be an impact in our lineup, and it just hasn't quite come about yet. In the meantime, Brandon Marsh just kind of plugging along.
Yeah, Marsh held his own in 70 games last year, hit 254, 12 doubles, a couple of home runs. Foul back again, right to the net. So the count remains 2-2 to Brandon Marsh.
Daulton Jeffries had that nice and easy first inning. Feels like you always run into those extended at bats early in the ball game, and then you look back and you say, what if? Meaning, what if you were able to kind of get through this at bat in 3 or 4 pitches? Because you just start counting pitches and you count innings. And you look back and it's the second inning. It was this 10 pitch at bat I had, 12 pitch at bat I had. Here's your pitch in sequence. Curveball, 4 sinkers, and then a changeup. Try to pick out a winner here. Marsh has done a good job of covering the changeup away, fighting it off.
A little bit inside. That's a full count. That's Chad Wallach waiting in the on-deck circle. pitch is fouled to the screen again. So the battle continues between Marsh and Jeffries.
And something else, as a pitcher, you face this kind of battle here first at bat, first time through. You're not necessarily interested in dipping into the whole bag of tricks here first at bat. You don't want to give him a look at some other stuff that you might be putting him away with later.
So 6 up, 6 down for Daulton Jeffries to start the ball game. We're headed to the bottom of the second, no score.
You want that home run feeling? Then step in the box and let it rip. Get ready for the Major League Baseball Junior Home Run Derby. Compete in your communities and swing your way to the 2022 Junior Home Run Derby Final during MLB All-Star Week in Los Angeles. Get your community involved by hosting a local derby. Sign up for free at jrhrd.com.
By Pacifico. Next 4 series, starting with this one. Doubleheader tomorrow, day game on Sunday. And then the Twins will be in town Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. A's will head to Anaheim for the weekend. Looking forward to that. And then from Anaheim, we will go to Seattle. So Angels, Mariners is the next road trip. That'll be a 6-game trip. So that is what is coming up in the next week and a half or so for the Athletics. Here's Sean Murphy leading things off in the bottom of the second. He takes a first pitch strike from Chase Silseth, making his big league debut and get a nice first inning.
You've gotten a good look at the fastball.
There it is again. That one at 98 miles an hour. A little elevated.
Well, and something that this lineup is dealing with right now facing Silseth is the air of the unknown. A little lack of familiarity. Now you got to think about it. This guy who's got 31 1/3 innings under his belt in professional baseball.
Isn't that amazing?
And he's here at the big league level.
8 games, that's it.
But in terms of habits, tendencies, those are the types of things that even at the minor league level these days with advanced scouting and things of that nature, you're going to have a little information to go on. But when we're talking 31 1/3 total minor league innings, that's just not it's not a big body of work.
Two and 2 the count. Seth Brown and then Ramon Laureano to follow here in the second. Reach for it, poke toward left. Marsh hustling over, and he makes the catch. So that is out number one, and that'll bring up Seth Brown. A late home run yesterday in Detroit gave the A's the lead, and they held on for the win.
Something that the A's had been sorely missing was not only the big hit, but yeah, you'd like to see it come in the variety of a long ball, and it happened.
Seth Brown was waiting for that one for a while. A 23-game stretch between home runs, and that was a big one. A's taking 4 out of 5 from the Tigers. So the A's overall are 14-19 on the year after that 4-4 road trip.
We're creeping back to that 500 mark, which I think is really important.
Got to get better at home. They're 4-9 at home, 10-10 on the road. Brown takes a strike, and the count even at 2-2. So the only team the A's have played up until tonight from the AL West was the Texas Rangers. They had a 3-game series earlier, so haven't really dove into that division just yet. They will. 2-2 pitch off speed, and that's a swing and a miss.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 22, Ramon Laureano.
And here's Ramon Laureano, who's at the Coliseum for the first time this year.
Oh yeah. And for those who aren't familiar, obviously we have a incredible fan base out here. Left field bleachers, right field bleacher crew, everywhere in between, really. But they've taken a liking to the laser. Ramon Laureano, you remember the WWF/WWE wrestler, Razor Ramon. That's what we're talking. Oh, Murph, we got Murph in there. Oh, Murph.
Well, that's a new addition.
It is, and he's on the body of who is known as, I mean, he is a all-time legend, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Just ask him, he'll tell you.
Oh man. Well, I think Murph showed the folks at home a little swag out there in Detroit on second base, and they have not forgotten it. They haven't gotten over it.
And it's a walk on 3-1.
Good eye, Chico.
So the A's have their first base runner tonight. It's a 2-out walk to Laureano, and that'll bring up Chad Pinder. Chad Pinder at .253. He's got 3 homers, 11 RBIs. If you were to, and I know you did, and I did as well, but if you were able to get a close-up look at Chad Pinder, the left side of his face took a few shots in that collision with Elvis Andrus.
Yeah, he's a little banged up.
Checked his swing, but he went around.
But I mean, Chad Pinder didn't come off the field in that half inning. You're going to be hard pressed to keep him off the field really at all. Had the day off coming the day after.
This was Tuesday, game 1 of the doubleheader, and one of the scariest moments we've seen in a long time.
Well, just the momentum of Elvis going down and throwing his leg out into a slide, and instead of hitting the grass, it hit Chad Pinder right in the face. And I was not sure that either one of those fellows was going to get up.
Grounds this one up the middle. Wade is there. He'll flip to Velasquez, and that will do it. So a base runner for the A's, nothing else. Third inning coming up. No score between the A's and the Angels.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Jackie Robinson searching home run into the left field stands. Here comes Roger Maris. There's a new home run champion of all time. I don't believe what I just saw. Cal Ripken Jr. has reached the unreachable star.
This crowd on its feet and in unison.
This one has a chance. Home run. Mike Piazza. The Boston Red Sox are world champions.
Welcome to the first night of MLB Network.
Number 600 for Jim Thome. That ball is gone.
106. That would be a new record.
It is caught. Oh, what a catch by Mike Trout. The Cubs have finally won it all. The Atlanta Braves are world champions.
It is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Night here at the ballpark tonight. We're pleased to be joined by Julia Liao, who is the CEO of Asian Health Services. Julia, thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Great. Well, thank you for having me.
Well, tell us about the Asian Health Service and how it serves the city of Oakland, and not just the city of Oakland, but really the entire Bay Area.
Well, Asian Health Services, we are a nonprofit clinic that's been around and serving the community for nearly 5 decades. And we have over 500 staff who are providers, they're physicians, dentists, as well as behavioral health providers who are serving 50,000 patients throughout Alameda County in 14 languages, of which 12 are Asian languages.
Wow.
So we are really excited to be here. We have about 500 of our staff who are here.
Right on.
And so AHS is in the house and watching this game today. And I just want to really lift them up because they have really been the frontline heroes and frontline responders during COVID.
Oh, no doubt.
And we actually, all of them, you know, teamwork, we provided 100,000 COVID tests and nearly 45,000 COVID vaccinations. So
they deserve a night at the ballpark.
They
That's
absolutely
incredible.
deserve.
Yes, team effort.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wow.
So I just want to say to anyone who's here, or if you see anyone wearing this logo, please thank them because they have been working day and night, still just doing, serving the community and really making sure that they're, you know, promoting health and well-being.
It's important work. There's no question about that. And I think it's fair to say over the past few years, as a nation, as a globe, we've kind of been up against it. It's not been very easy. Civil services at times can suffer. So how did that affect really the work that you guys are doing? Because that's not easy to navigate. It's not easy to get out to people, especially with protocol, and there's a lot of hurdles in place.
Right. Well, you know, our staff have never missed a beat. We have kept our doors open since day one of the pandemic. And so our clinic has been open for everything, dental, for medical, and even for mental health. We actually saw an increase by 50% of mental health visits. And our youth also saw that 40% of them said that their mental health has declined. And so really what we're, you know, working on right now is addressing a lot of those incidences of more of the mental health arena, and so really trying to think about how we can serve our community better. And so we're really thinking about some of those next steps. But you know, a lot of impacts both on our staff. So we're really thinking about how we promote health and healing.
Well, I wanted to ask you that. How does that make you feel, understanding how important the youth and the well-being is, but understanding that you're actually having that impact and the fact that you're making people comfortable enough to reach out, not only because of the work that you've done, but the diligence with which you do it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I think it's so important to be able to make sure that all of our services are in language and in culture for our patients, for our community. And so that's why we have all of our services in so many languages, so that people can feel comfortable, that they see a provider who they can relate to and who they can be able to communicate effectively with.
Nice play by Ramon Laureano going into a slide. He and Pache, we've said it's going to be hard to get a ball between these two guys, and that was a perfect example. One of the two is going to catch it.
And Julia, we call this guy right here, we call him the laser. Laser Ramon. He's got an incredible throwing arm, but the dude can run all over the place. And with the other guy out there, Pache, we think it's going to be really exciting to watch them cover a ton of ground like we just saw here. And if you're the pitcher, you're really excited about it.
It's a great picture.
So that's one out here in the top of the third. Well, Julia, tell us about what's in the future for your organization, and what are some of the things you'll be working on looking ahead into the future?
Well, Asian Health Services was at ground zero when it came to COVID and also anti-Asian hate.
Yeah.
So we are now launching what is a health and healing initiative. So really focused on mental health and really promoting that health and well-being for our community.
Wow.
So we're really excited to be launching that, because we're going to be focusing on really how to address the needs of victims of hate, victims of violence, but also how do we expand those mental health services for our community and making sure that they have their needs addressed, being able to navigate all the resources that are available to them. So we're really excited to be launching that. And so we would love folks for, going to our website to support us.
What is that website?
Our website is www.asianhealthservices.org. And we're also on social media, so it's just at Asian Health Services. We're on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and we are also on LinkedIn. So please follow us. We'd love for folks to volunteer, come learn about us as well.
And how much has your organization grown in the last 4 or 5 years?
Our organization has, we start off as a one-room clinic in 1974, and now we are 500 staff this year. So, yeah, we've got a lot of great team members. I would say if anyone wants to be inspired, come to our clinic. Our staff are full of really, really just deep heart, dedication. Really, they are the inspiration for me, and I think an inspiration for us all. So.
Absolutely.
I think it's abundantly clear the impact that the organization has had on the community, and it's an honor for us to be able to share this time and spread this message because of the impact that it has had. I mean, it's very important, and I'm glad that people have the opportunity to hear and be introduced to this, because it's big time. It is big time.
Well, thank you for having us here tonight and being honored for AAPI Heritage Month.
Of course. Did you get a cool hat?
I got a very cool hat.
Right on. Good news.
And it had Stop Asian Hate, which was amazing.
Great message.
It was great.
Great message.
Yeah.
All right, Julie, we're going to let you go and enjoy the rest of the game. We really do appreciate you stopping by and letting us know about your organization and all the great work it's doing. So thank you very much.
Great. Well, thank you. Great to meet you both.
Of course. Here, take this ball. You can't come to a ball game and leave without a baseball.
You got a ball and a hat?
Wow.
You just need to get us a W, and then we'll be all set.
And then you'll be coming back
tomorrow. I'll be coming back. That's right. That's right. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks, Julia. Julia Lee Howe, she's the CEO of Asian Health Services, and we indeed appreciate her stopping by. Oh, 2 the count here to Andrew Velasquez. We certainly wish Julia and her foundation all the best of luck.
Oh, yes. They're doing great work. That's something that I'm proud of the organization for constantly doing, is having the impact that they have had in the community in and around the East Bay.
Well, and what health service places like that have gone through the last couple of years. Oh, man, oh, man. Those people deserve more credit than they're getting, that's for sure.
No question about it. They talk about not every hero wears capes. Well, there's probably 500 of them at least. that are not wearing capes.
And that's a foul tip, and that's a strikeout. Hung on by Murphy. So second strikeout for Daulton Jeffries.
Drop the change piece on him. Look at that, turn it over. Just running out of bat.
So now to the top of the order, Taylor Ward. Taylor Ward, a fly ball to right field, leading off the ball game. Said Ward with that hamstring did not play on Monday and Tuesday. He was not in the lineup Wednesday, but he pinch hit in the 8th inning. What did he do? Hit a 2-run homer.
That's weird.
And the way he's been playing, the Angels were probably not surprised.
No. Well, Joe Madden's probably sitting there thinking, well, I got at least a solo shot hanging out down here on the
home
pitch.
run. It's just a matter of how many people are on.
Yeah, can we get a couple guys on? Make it worth it.
1-0 the count to Ward. Well, they said he went around.
Well, I'm with him. Good fastball up, just kind of exploding through the top part of the strike zone. He wanted to hold it.
So 1-1 to Ward. Trout would be next, 2 away.
Always a good idea to face that man with nobody on.
Pretty good lead at first by Wade. That was smoked foul. Now we shouldn't act like Taylor Ward just came out of nowhere and he's some long lost minor leaguer. He was a first-round draft pick.
Sure was.
26th player taken in the 2015 draft from Fresno State.
He's a Bulldog.
The Bulldog. Getting a chance to play regularly. Pitch outside. Murph tried to frame it, did the best he could with it.
Well, it feels like that's the common theme when we talk about guys who are either bursting onto the scene or really showing you flashes of stuff that you've seen in the past, is just the opportunity to play consistently. Look, you got to earn that right, but once you do, you can't relinquish that chance.
And that's not close. Ward last year played in 65 games. Had 208 at-bats, hit 8 home runs, and hit 250. So he got a fair amount of playing time last year.
Yeah, look, he can, you can plug him in anywhere really out in the outfield, left, center, right.
He's played some infield too if need be. 3-2, 2 out, runner goes. Elvis on the backhand, a long throw across the diamond, not quite in time. So Ward has an infield hit, and the Angels have 2 on, 2 out for Trout.
Well, this was going to be a tough play just based on how hard the ball was hit. Elvis was going to have to get over there in a hurry. He did. But by the time he did, he's about 6-7 feet deep into left field. Doesn't have a great handle on the baseball. Just wasn't going to be able to get enough on the throw. Ward's got himself a knock.
Trout hit a fly ball to center field in the first inning. Takes well off the plate. Stats with Lowe's are offensive WAR leaders in Major League Baseball so far. Trout is second. 2.3 is the WAR so far. Manny Machado is having a terrific season. Taylor Ward is fourth.
How about that? Taylor Ward, fourth on the WAR list here. I mean, those are names.
He's flirting with the big boys.
Well, those are names that are part of the MVP conversation. Remember Aaron Judge said thanks but no thanks to Mr. Cashman and that paycheck. Let's see how 2022 plays out.
2-1 now to Trout. Trout second in the league in hitting behind Xander Bogaerts. Look at the four. They're like,
so
we're youngsters.
If you'd like to, I've got 2 foam fingers.
If you want to give it to me, you can. I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make it.
Elvis handles a little in-between hop on a soft line drive, and they get the force out at second base. So a couple of runners stranded. We're headed to the bottom of the third.
Here at MLB Network, we believe routine checkups are key to staying sharp. Hey, Doc.
Hey, Doc.
Hi, Doc.
Good morning. Take a crack at the bottom line, please.
B-R-E breakdowns.
And the next line.
L-I. That's live look-ins.
Perfect. How about this one?
Come on, Doc. That's MLB Tonight.
The analysts of MLB Tonight, bringing the new season into focus. Only on MLB Network.
Light beating the pressure. Active hit leaders in Major League Baseball. Elvis is on the list. He is 7th. Pujols, Cabrera, Cano, Molina, Votto, Cruz, and Elvis Andrus. 1,883 career hits. So Pujols and Cabrera over 3,000. Robinson Cano has a new team. How about that? He's on the list, and he now wears the uniform of the San Diego Padres.
He's a Friar.
He is a Friar. So Cano, being let go by the Mets, goes to the National League. So it'll be interesting to see how Bob Melvin and the front office use him over there in San Diego. He'll probably get a little bit of DH time. Bounced up the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. So Elvis Andrus, hit number 1,884.
Climbing the list. Climbing the list. You know what, Kip? I've decided I don't want to live in a world where Elvis Andrus doesn't accumulate 2,000 hits at the big league level.
That's our goal.
And if he continues to do what he's done for the better part of a decade plus, I'd like to think he's going to hit that mark.
So leadoff man aboard. That's the first hit for the Athletics. Here's Christian Pache. And he bunts. It's a good one. Scooped up. Rendon throws him out at first on a close play. putt. They're going to give him a sacrifice. He was butting for a hit.
Well, how about Rendon? Started off on the dirt, but I mean, this is just textbook. He sees hands, he charges. See him get around this ball. Outstanding job of working around it, scoop up, and the underhand throw. That's about as good as it gets, folks.
So runner in scoring position. First pitch to Kemp is a bit high. Kemp grounded out in the first. There's a strike. There's a great note in the Angels' notes about the starting pitcher tonight, Chase Silseth, and we've been saying how he's really didn't pitch much in the minor leagues at all. Drafted last year, but 1 year ago tomorrow, May 14th, will be the anniversary of him starting a game for the University of Arizona. So 1 year ago,
yeah,
he was pitching for the University of Arizona.
Yeah, a year ago today, he had a book report due.
He did, yes, and he was trying to get that done and worry about his start against the Washington Huskies.
And here today, he's in the big leagues.
It's amazing.
Mike Trout playing center field behind him. Sharing a dugout with probably the biggest international sports star on the planet.
Yeah, going over scouting reports with Shohei Ohtani. 2-2 to Kemp, trying to bring Elvis home.
Well, we've seen a good changeup from Silseth tonight, and that's what Tony Kim's trying to hang in there against right now. Silseth working the fastball. We've seen him run that fastball up to 98 and at the top of the strike zone. Haven't really seen him spin much.
Foul left side.
It's just something about a foul ball. It's a lottery ticket. Baseballs are lottery tickets.
I just want to know how those four youngsters are doing, trying to convince that lady to give up the baseball.
She did not look like she was coming off it. They're working it. They are working it.
I'm not sure that she's ready to give up that baseball.
No, look, she's
a hard negotiator.
Yeah. She said, "Well, you mind your P's and Q's. We'll check back in the 5th inning."
Yeah, you guys didn't want anything to do with me when I didn't have a baseball.
Oh, now you're a fan.
Another 2-2 to Kemp now. Silseth says, let's go through these signs again. No pitch count for Chad Wallach.
With a runner on second.
And another foul ball.
And Kite, anytime, and this is just the nature of the beast these days, but you get an extended at bat with a runner out there on second base, especially a veteran like Elvis Andrus, and you got a guy like Tony Kemp who's been able to spoil some pitches. That thought just starts to creep into your mind. Are they relaying? Am I tipping? How is he fighting this off right now? Because if you're Silseth, you're going, well, I've thrown him my nasty changeup down. He's fought that off. I ran it up 96, 97 away. He's fought that off.
And that one misses outside. So the count is full. Hey, there's Mike Gallego, our old friend.
Gags.
Here's the 3-2 pitch to Kemp. Not close. He walked it. So 2 on and 1 out. And now let's get a word from Bank of America. So here's Jed Lowry. There's a meeting at the mound, and Clint Vondrack, the home plate umpire, is going to come out and break it up.
Well, this is where using the manual signs comes into play here, making sure everybody's on the same page, what sign sequence we're using. The at-bat does not get any easier for Mr. Silseth here with Jed Lowry. Another professional and patient approach.
Pickoff at second, and a pretty good throw by Wallach.
We'll see Elvis just kind of shaking his head like, no, no, no. Yep, good throw. Well, it does feel like they've just had a little bit of a tough time trying to get on the same page here.
It's noticeable.
And it has definitely caused a disruption in the game flow.
But, you know, in all honesty, Dallas, and it's been noticeable that runner on second, going through signs, you know, a lot going on. But I feel like this is the way it's been for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
With the guy at second, the signs for every team. Well, we've seen it with the A's.
And, you know, when you start to think about it, it feels like with PitchCom having been introduced, haven't necessarily seen it quite as much. But to your point about overall over the past few seasons, you are absolutely right.
What's going on here, that went on almost every time a guy got on second base, with almost every pitcher.
Well, you had folks stepping off, checking their hat, checking their reports. Everybody's making sure that we've all got the same, you know, again, that we're using the same signs.
2-0 to Jed. Swing and a miss. 96 miles an hour, so 2-1. Lowry grounded out in the first.
I also think a little bit of that conversation is about just getting back to challenging guys with that good fastball. You got 96, 98 in the tank like Silseth. You want to try to force the issue with it. Well, you see Elvis out there jabbing just a little. Getting a little happy foot out there. He might be at a point where he's already timed up Silseth and he's looking at third base.
Driven to left, but room for Marsh. Marsh has it. Elvis is going to try for third. Here comes the throw, and it is in time, and they got him. So Elvis is thrown out at third. The A's want to check on it just a minute to see if he stuck that hand in there.
Well, you see Rendon try to field this throw with two hands.
Very close. I don't think they're going to check it.
Oh, yeah, he got him.
So, turns out to be a double play, and the A's do not score.
Hey guys, Gronk here to talk to you about your hair game. Hims has a full lineup of clinically proven hair loss treatments, all prescribed online by a licensed medical provider and shipped directly to your door, if appropriate. Order today and get a 90-day money-back guarantee at 4hims.com.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though.
Hey, this dude got a seat for $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Life is about balance. If I get the proper amount of sleep, then I'm gonna be ready for whatever's to come. I use Oura Ring to always let me know everything that's going on with my body. The accuracy is what sets Oura apart. My sleep score is something that I'm always paying attention to. It's literally part of my morning routine. Always trying to make the most out of this thing we call life.
ButcherBox. We deliver high-quality meat to your door. What happens next is up to you.
Nice night here at the Coliseum. The A's back home for a 7-game homestand. Daulton Jeffries has been good so far, giving up just a couple of hits, a couple of strikeouts. And here he'll face Ohtani, Rendon, and Walsh. First pitch to Ohtani, and he swings and misses. Ohtani hit a fly ball to center field to end the first inning.
Well, Ohtani's not afraid to try to get that A swing off early in the at-bat.
Way inside. Shohei Ohtani is 27 years old. He'll be 28 on the 5th of July. He is 2 years away from becoming a free agent, Dallas, after the 2023 season. So the Angels will have him this year and next year. And to me, just thinking about it, glad I don't have to negotiate from an Angels standpoint. But what a fascinating negotiation that will be, because there's no comp anywhere.
There will be case studies and college courses taught on that negotiation process. I promise you.
And I think too is not only is there no comp because he hits and pitches and he's really good at both. I think you also have to start thinking about, well, is he going to continue to do both? Right? I mean, that's a big part of it. If you're going to give somebody a 6, 7, 8 year deal, whatever it's going to be a lengthy deal. I don't know. It's going to be a very difficult negotiation. Well, just moments ago, Dallas Braden spoke with the A's manager, Mark Kotsay. Here it is.
All right, A's fans, I'm here with the skipper, Mark Kotze. Kotze, a little bit of a turbulent outing for Daulton Jeffries here the past few turns, throwing the ball well tonight. What do you like what you're seeing from the right-hander right now?
Yeah, I like his sinker. His sinker's got some life to it. He's mixing in the cutter, keeping these guys off balance, so he's attacking these hitters, and he's been aggressive in the zone.
Kotze, thanks for the time, big guy.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, so you heard the manager. Keep an eye on the sinker tonight.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to be working the ground ball. What it means is that it's got life on it. When you hear sinker, you're thinking, all right, fastball sinking could result in some ground balls. Remember, the first 3 outs of this ball game were all 3 fly ball outs. But the idea that he thinks that it's got some life on it, which it does, it's kind of exploding. And it can just be tying guys up, which could result tardy swings late. Like that pitch right there, that's just a matter of Rendon fighting the pitch off that he can't really do much with.
First 3 starts, very good for Daulton Jeffries. The last 3, it's been a struggle. Those last 3, not including tonight, but 15 earned runs in 14 innings pitched. Well, but much better tonight.
And I'll say this, 6 starts on the season, 6 total runs of support in those 6 starts. Now your job is to get outs, right? And you're not too focused on what your offense is doing because you can't control that. But it makes a big difference when you get a cushion. It makes a big difference when you get a lead. Things like that. You can see your offense scratching some across. That does something for you out there on the mound. So he's also been pitching for his life at times, is what it feels like.
James Kaprelian back healthy. That's great to see. Also, Cole Irvin had a bullpen today.
He sure did.
And A's are hoping that he comes out of it fine, feels good tomorrow, that on Tuesday he would pitch for Stockton. And then after that, he may only need 1 rehab. And may see him pretty soon.
Bullpen looked good.
Did it?
I'll tell you that.
So he's hoping to get Cole Irvin back. Also, he's announced that Adam Aller will be brought up tomorrow for the doubleheader. He will be the Game 2 starter for the doubleheader tomorrow.
That's right. The luxury of just tapping into the bucket, getting a little help.
To Rendon, and he lines one fair right on the chalk line. Pinder bare hands it, gets it back in, and it's a 1-out double for Anthony Rendon.
Now batting, number 20, Jared Walsh.
Well, he finally got something he can handle. Turned out to be a changeup. Stayed up enough that he can get to it. And that's just what good hitters do. They spoil stuff until they finally get a pitch that they feel like they can get a pretty good swing off on, and that's exactly what Mr. Rendon did.
So here's Jared Walsh. Walsh has been a hot hitter. Good numbers with runners in scoring position. Grounded out in the second inning, grounded out to first, and that was hit very hard but foul. It's good to be Jared Walsh because in front of him are Trout, Ohtani, Rendon. Pitcher uses up all the gas in the gas tank to get through those three, and there sits Jared Walsh, and he can hit.
You just waiting in the bushes.
29 home runs last year for Walsh, and he was an all-star. This one's hit high in the air. Pinder under it, and he's got it. And Rendon stays at second base. Hey Ace fans, turn 2 and join the millions who are already saving by adding Xfinity Mobile to their internet. It's an unbeatable connection, and it's only from Xfinity. And here's Brandon Marsh. Jeffries goes for a little walk behind the mound. Trying to get out of the jam.
He was able to get rid of Ohtani to start the inning off. Rendon with a double, take care of Walsh.
Up the middle, Elvis knocks it down. It trickles into shallow center field, and Rendon's going to come in and score. Oh, that's too bad. Elvis Andrus made a heck of an effort. He got quite a bit of glove on it, and if he can keep it from rolling away from him, the Angels don't score on that play, but it just rolled away. And it's going to be a hit for Marsh and an RBI.
And that's why you see the frustration on the face of Elvis Andrus. It's not about the fact that he didn't come up with the ball cleanly. It's about the fact that he couldn't just knock it down. If he knocks it down, it can keep it within arm's reach. Rendon stays at third base.
Here's Chad Wallach.
Well, it was the changeup that was left up that Rendon hit down the line. It's a changeup there that Marsh just kind of slapped back up the middle.
First pitch to Wallach is a strike on the outside corner. Wallach hit a drive to right field in the third, which Ramon Laureano made a nice play on. Chad Wallach was the catcher for Reed Detmer's no-hitter earlier this week, so that was a thrill, I'm sure.
Yeah, just his second game back up with the club.
Wallach has been in the big leagues before. The Marlins. And yes, that name does sound familiar. His father, Tim Wallach, great player. Many years with Montreal, the Dodgers.
Pedigree.
Tim Wallach finished with 260 career home runs. In his last season in the big leagues, he played with the Angels. One and two the count to Chad Wallach.
What's usually you feel like you get a father-son combination catcher. You see that kind of passed on, but not the case for the Wallachs.
Angels will run. We talk a lot about all these home runs they're hitting. They also have 21 stolen bases, which is tied with the A's for second most in the American League. So it's just another thing that the Angels can do. Rangers also have 21 steals. They're chasing the Rays, who have 27. These are certainly lately they're running a little bit more. Long run for Ramon, still on the move. He's going to get there, stops, and he makes the catch. And that will do it for the Angels. They do get a run, so bottom of the fourth coming up. 1-0 Angels.
To the track, to the wall. He made the catch.
Catch your team.
Oh, what a play.
My team.
He leaps and makes the catch.
Every team.
As good as it gets.
Only on MLB Network.
Hey, it's me. The summer breeze. I just flew back into town. Let's get outside. Much better.
Nice throw.
Major League Baseball and the Boys and Girls Clubs of America.
That's beautiful.
Are dedicated to guiding kids through the first tries.
It's all good, Aaron.
The curveballs.
There you go.
And the big dreams. Setting them up to make great plays. On and off the field. Building brighter futures together.
Fun-filled atmosphere featuring high-top chairs, drink rails with the Golden Road Landing Summer Six-Pack. This offer is available for just $199 for 6 preset games, including 2 post-game fireworks shows and matchups against some of MLB's biggest names. Grab your friends, neighbors, and family to celebrate those summer days with your own six-pack party right here at the ballpark. Scan the QR code to purchase your tickets today.
There's our guy, dancing machine. He's a dancing machine.
He is.
Look at him.
He ain't stopping him. There ain't no slowing him down.
Pretty good rhythm.
We can move.
I have 0 rhythm.
Really?
Oh, horrible. Like not even an issue.
So you hold the wall up.
Absolutely. A beverage in the wall.
There you go. Well,
I don't want to embarrass myself.
I have been known to.
Yeah, I think you got a lot.
Cut several rugs.
I think you got a lot. I think you sweat rhythm. Bounce to the right side. Walsh has it. He spins. He throws. Silseth gets over there. And a nice play all around by the Angels.
It sure was. For all the love that Jared Walsh has gotten for what he's been able to do offensively over the past couple of years, what he can do on the defensive side should not go unappreciated. I mean, that ball is beyond him. It's just a swipe of the glove. But with him working his way back out to the outfield, he's got to throw that ball headed in the wrong direction. Silseth able to track it.
Murphy, just a little pop-up. And that's Tyler Wade, the second baseman, who goes back to grab it. So 2 outs. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts so far for Chase Silseth. And just 1 hit allowed. Seth Brown steps in. First pitch to Brown is called a ball. Silseth all of a sudden working quickly again, right? Into a much better rhythm.
That's it, into a better rhythm. And it's funny how that goes when you start to fill up the strike zone and get some early contact. You want to get the ball, you want to grab it, you want to go. You want to continue to repeat. And that's why at times I've never understood guys wanting to really slow things down once they get traffic on the base path. Like, aren't you comfortable creating rhythm?
right field. Taylor Ward comes in a little bit, and he's got it. So that's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Chase Silseth. We're on to inning number 5.
Evan Longoria, a guy last year who was one of the catalysts to a surprising Giants team.
Meet Evan Longoria. He's watching MLB Network.
He's back, dude. Longo's hitting with big-time power. Still that
because that's what baseball fans do.
Here we go, Longo, 2022.
You want that home run feeling? Then step in the box and let it rip. Get ready for the Major League Baseball Junior Home Run Derby. Compete in your communities and swing your way to the 2022 Junior Home Run Derby Final during MLB All-Star Week in Los Angeles. Get your community involved by hosting a local derby. Sign up for free at jrhrd.com.
Have got a great deal just for you. You can get 4 tickets and parking for all Friday night games starting at just $39. Pick from great matchups, got post-game fireworks, drone shows, giveaways, a whole bunch more. Tickets right now are available at athletics.com/value. That's athletics.com/value. We got to get him to work out the other arm.
Yeah, it's lopsided. That cannot be comfortable. I mean, the rotator's going to be sore, the cuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Top of the 5th inning. Ripped hard but foul by Tyler Wade.
Tell you, I'd still be pitching if I had that kind of deltoid definition.
Tyler Wade had a line drive base hit in the 3rd. 1-0. The Angels got the 1-run last inning. Brandon Marsh with the 2-out RBI hit infield single. Toward Pache, a couple steps to his right. So out number 1.
Number 4, Andrew Velasquez.
Dallas, the Astros are at it again. 6-1 final in Washington. The Astros defeat the Nats for their 11th consecutive win.
Yeah, they're hot.
They are indeed hot. Altuve, Gurriel, Alvarez homered again. Speaking of homers, this one may have a chance, and it's gone. Andrew Velasquez, his first home run of the year, and the Angels lead 2-0.
Well, he got it. I wasn't quite sure, being totally honest. I mean, he barreled the ball up, but it looked like it was going to be high. Just wasn't sure it was going to make its way all the way through this thick air.
That one's hit well to right, but Laureano's going to get back there, and he grabs it, so Taylor Ward is retired. So 2 outs here in the 5th. Here's the swing by Andrew Velasquez.
See the fastball, and you can see Sean Murphy's body start to sway back over right down the middle of the strike zone. Velasquez, I mean, look, that's getting a pitch and putting everything you got behind it. He did not get cheated.
So 2 outs for Trout. Like Trout may have been taken all the way, and it's in first strike.
I feel like if you're Mike Trout in spots like that, you're thinking there's no way he's coming back into the strike zone here. He's probably going to throw a wrinkle on it. I'm not really interested.
One and one to Trout. Check swing, and it's a strike.
You take that. Pretty good pitch, borderline pitch.
Trout with that upright stance, just slightly open.
Yeah, Trouty, a guy who I think everybody at this point understands. He really handled the ball down, likes to extend, got a lot of power, can create leverage.
And he swings and misses. Good pitch there by Daulton Jeffries, kept it away. Home run for Andrew Velasquez. So bottom of the 5th coming up, 2-0 Angels.
I love the Boys and Girls Clubs because they help you believe that you can make it to the big leagues.
Big leagues of what? Law. Art. Construction. Baseball.
How'd you guess?
With the help of Major League Baseball, the Boys and Girls Clubs of America help kids make it to the big leagues of anything.
For the best coverage in the game, let's check out tonight's T-Mobile Coverage Cam. That's the RoboCam, folks. Gives us that beautiful shot right behind home plate, up a little bit.
It's the hottest cam in the town.
Yeah, it's dandy. 1-0 to Ramon Laureano, make it 1-1 with a fastball on the outside corner. Laureano walked in the 2nd. One of 2 walks issued by Silseth. What do you like about Silseth?
Well, when he's grabbing the ball and getting it and going. I mean, early on he was really forcing the action, Kite, with the fastball. And early in guys' career when they first get to the big leagues, that's something I pay attention to. See them going up cleanly here. Laureano retired for the first out.
Pretty good ratio. 21 balls, 40 strikes for a total of 61.
I think at times guys can get a little tentative when it comes to filling up the strike zone. And there's a difference between throwing strikes, filling up the strike zone. Like right there. 96, here it is. But you want to see guys in and around the zone with frequency.
Well, the Angels started the year with a 6-man rotation, and they used that pretty much the month of April. We got Ohtani and Syndergaard, Lorenzen, a right-hander, and then a couple of the young left-handers, Sandoval and Detmers. They also had Jose Suarez, another lefty, but Suarez was sent down at the beginning of May. He did make 4 starts in April. Now Silseth is up, so we'll see exactly how the Angels handle that moving forward. But if he keeps pitching like this, he's not going anywhere.
Well, he's gonna make it a tough decision, and that's all you can hope to do. Pitch well enough to make it difficult on other people.
2-2 the count now to Pinder.
Ooh. Chad Pinder may have gotten away with one there.
High fly ball, shallow right. Taylor Ward is under it. So 2 away here in the 5th, and now word from WebEx by Cisco.
Whether it's from boardrooms, crowded rooms, claro que sí, and soon from rooms you aren't even in, T-Mobile uses WebEx to hybrid work.
Hey, hon.
Because we make it work for everyone.
2 outs for Elvis Andrus. Elvis had a base hit in the 3rd. It's the only hit for the A's. What you're hoping to do, Dallas, is to kind of build on what the A's did really the last 3 games of that series in Detroit. The A's just put together some good at-bats, real good situational hitting. So far tonight, they have not been able to kind of carry that momentum from the last 3 games in that series, offensively at least. So you have Silseth on your clock.
Yep.
And when it's not a foul ball, just a straight ball, strike, whatever gets the ball back, he's delivering it in what?
Anywhere between 8 to 9.5 seconds.
And even that one with a foul ball, 17 seconds. And he gets a strikeout, his 3rd, and the Angels lead 2-0.
The game is changing, and so are the shows that talk about it. MLB Network's Off Base.
What's going on, everyone?
A modern baseball show for the modern baseball fan.
It doesn't get much better than sitting around and talking baseball.
Only on MLB Network.
You want that home run feeling? Then step in the box and let it rip. Get ready for the Major League Baseball Junior Home Run Derby. Compete in your communities and swing your way to the 2022 Junior Home Run Derby Finals during MLB All-Star Week in Los Angeles. Sign up for free at jrhrd.com.
month, NBC Sports Bay Area and NBC Sports California is proud to celebrate Asian American and Pacific Islander heritage. Check out our feature on S. Preston, the premier artist for Major League Baseball. It's at NBCSportsCalifornia.com/AAPI heritage. So it's the top of the 6th inning from the Coliseum with Shohei Ohtani to lead it off. Ohtani, Rendon, and Walsh against Daulton Jeffries. There is action out in the A's bullpen. Kirby Snead getting loose.
Well, think about it. You've been able to keep Trout off the base path thus far. Ohtani with his 3rd at bat right now. And he'll take a seat.
Brown flips to Jeffries, and they just get the very fast Shohei Ohtani.
He's so fun to watch.
Number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Look at. I mean, that is a stride. No room for mistakes there. But look, if you're going to keep Trout off the base path, you're going to be able to keep Ohtani off the base path. You like your chances. If those guys are a couple guys that you're able to keep from doing damage, you like your chances. But what the Angels have been experiencing is that it's not just production from Trout or Ohtani. They're getting help from this entire lineup. So it's not just enough to take care of a couple stars. Not with the way the Halos are playing ball right now.
Pache says, I got it. And he does. And that's the second out. I just think you see it now. To me, it's very, very obvious. The teams that score a ton of runs, they do it because they get production from up and down the lineup and from the bottom of the lineup. I mean, you could have the greatest 3-4 hitters in the game on your team hitting behind each other, and you would not be a good offense if you didn't have some other productive players around those two guys.
Well, I think it just becomes common knowledge that if that is indeed the case, and you've only got a couple guys that you feel like can do the damage, those guys become the obvious spots that you have to navigate around. Those are the obvious outs that you're trying to accumulate.
Daulton Jeffries is going to have a nice easy inning. 3 up, 3 down. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It'll be Pache, Kemp, and Lowry.
The game is changing, and so are the shows that talk about it. MLB Network's Off Base.
What's going on, everyone?
A modern baseball show for the modern baseball fan.
It doesn't get much better than sitting around and talking baseball.
Only on MLB Network.
There's something about a park. The swings, the slides, the dogs. You can throw your food and wear it proudly. It's where showing off is encouraged, even if it doesn't always work out.
So, you in?
It is showtime!
baseball this week, and come cheer on your green and gold right here at the Coliseum. The A's take on the Minnesota Twins for a 3-game set starting this Monday through Wednesday at the Coliseum. Tickets start at $15, so scan the QR code to purchase tickets or visit athletics.com/tickets.
So it looks like Daulton Jeffries could be done for the night, and he was good. 6 strong innings, just a couple of runs allowed to this very good Angels lineup. See if the A's can get something going against Chase Silseth, who's making his major league debut, and he's been impressive. This one bounced up the middle. Again, with the shift on, Tyler Wade, the second baseman, playing right behind second base. So that's out number 1 here in the 6th. Now there is action for the first time. Oliver Ortega starts to get loose.
Yeah, but if you're Chase Silseth right now, if you're Joe Madden, I mean, you're watching this young man right now absolutely feel it. I mean, he's getting the ball, he's rocking, he's ready to roll.
Kemp goes after the first pitch. Walsh will take it himself. 2 outs. So that's 9 in a row retired by Silseth, and the 9 in a row started with the double play. The fly ball in the left field, and then Elvis thrown out at third.
Well, isn't it odd? You get a nice play made like that behind you defensively, and kind of helps you settle in and get back into that groove.
Well, and that was the inning where he looked a little out of sorts a little bit. But since then, he's just rocking and firing. And we said it last half inning. I mean, he's 9-10 seconds between pitches.
It's unbelievable. It really is.
Silseth made 5 starts in Double-A. Cue shot. It's foul. But I know you're convinced that when you see a guy come up from the minor leagues and in the big leagues for the first time, you're not surprised if they are quick workers because of the rules in the minor leagues about pitch clock. Let's go.
This is the world that they've been living in.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I think you're probably right.
I mean, why would it not, if it's how you've been, I don't want to say forced, but I mean, that's kind of what it is. You've been forced to change your game and make the adjustment.
How about that? So 3 up, 3 down, and that's 10 in a row retired by Jace Silseth.
Nice throw.
Major League Baseball and the Boys and Girls Clubs of America.
That's beautiful.
Are dedicated to guiding kids through the first tries.
It's all good, Aaron.
The curveballs.
There you go.
And the big dreams. Setting them up to make great plays. On and off the field. Building brighter futures together.
7th inning with the Angels leading 2-0. And when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. It's your trusted oil change, tune-up, and brake expert. So Kirby Snead comes in for his 12th appearance. No record, ERA right at 6. A lot of hits allowed in his 9 innings. He's going to face Marsh, Wallach, and Wade. So a couple of left-handed hitters of the 3 he will face. So Daulton Jeffries goes 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and 4 strikeouts. So a very solid outing for Jeffries. He's not going to get a win. Slider in for a strike, inside corner.
You know, McKay, 6 innings under the belt of Daulton Jeffries back in the middle of April, and that was against Baltimore. A's did end up losing that ball game, but Daulton went 6 strong innings, just one earned run. And I was excited about the fact that he's getting that up and down under his belt, that 6th up and down.
Chad Pinder looking up, grabs it for out the one.
Number 35, Chad Wallach.
Aaron Loop is warming up for the Angels, so we'll see if Silseth goes back out there.
Then Daulton Jeffries had that outing in Tampa, or against Tampa, excuse me. Not great, 5 innings, 11 knocks, but he got up to 90 pitches. And I had talked about getting that pitch count up a little and coming off an outing just 2 before where he had gotten that 6th up and down under his belt. I felt like that was going to bode well.
Elvis comes to get it and throws out Wallach. Yeah, I remember you talking about that. You liked the fact that even though he was getting knocked around a little bit, he stayed out there and was able to get through 5 and get that pitch count to 90.
And I think in doing so, over those 3 weeks or so, that period that he showed and he earned the ability, should he be pitching well, close ball game, let him go ahead and go out there. And look, team down, and you get the top of the order, for him to be able to take care of those guys the way he did, pretty happy about that.
There's a strike. 1-1 the count to Taylor Wade. Lou Trevino now. Mariners beat the Mets 2-1 in New York. They beat Max Scherzer tonight.
Really?
The Mariners, who had lost 8 out of their last 10, it's a good win for Seattle. Max Scherzer did not take the loss. He pitched 7 innings, gave up just 1 run. So I say they beat Max Scherzer. I should probably correct myself. They won a game that Max Scherzer started. How about that?
Still not easy to do.
That's the start of a long road trip for Seattle, a 10-game trip. Mariners now 15-18 on the year. Strike 3 call. So a nice inning for Kirby Snead. 7th inning stretch coming up from the Coliseum. It's 2-0 Angels.
There's something about a park. The swings, the slides, the dogs. You can throw your food and wear it proudly. It's where showing off is encouraged, even if it doesn't always work out.
So, you in?
It is showtime!
Thanks, Coz.
Number 26.
There's Joe Madden checking out the lineup cards to see what's coming up in the final 2.5 innings. It's 2-0. The Angels lead, bottom of the 7th. And when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and brake experts. Aaron Loop is coming in. Pretty good left-handed reliever. We'll face Noisy, Murphy, and Brown. Hit hard, scooped by Walsh on a nice play. He'll take it himself.
Stop it. Well, that's
Walsh picked it.
And that's twice tonight.
.93 ERA for Aaron Lope. Lope, many years with the Toronto Blue Jays, and then quick stops in Philadelphia and San Diego, the Rays, and then in 2021 with the Mets. He kind of regained it all. He went 6-0 with a 0.95 ERA. Good timing. He became a free agent, and he signed a 2-year, $17 million deal with the Angels.
Gotta love that.
The Angels kind of revamped their bullpen in the offseason, and Luke was a big part of that. He has been around a long time.
Yeah, the year he had last year
made him some money.
I mean, a sparkler of a season.
Off to a pretty good start this year. Sliced foul.
Well, like you said, he's been doing it a while. Been getting lefties out since 2012. That's when he broke in with the Jays.
Yeah, he's now 34 years old. Went to Tulane University in downtown New Orleans. Wave. 2-2 to Murphy, who has hit a fly ball to left field, and he has popped to second. Just one hit for the A's. It was a leadoff single by Elvis Andrews. That's it.
Yeah, it was rather impressive.
Just like in and out of the glove of Wallach.
What you saw from Mr. Silseth tonight, I mean, just force feeding this A's lineup fastballs and strikes and doing it in a timely fashion.
Well, usually we put guys on the clock when they're taking too long. We put Silseth on the clock because we wanted to see how quick he was working, and he was throwing pitches less than 10 seconds in between each pitch.
Well, we had him 8 to 11 seconds, no action at the plate in between pitches with a foul ball, and everybody kind of gathering themselves and catching their breath. 17 seconds.
Coming back, he may have a play. And he did have a play, but he missed it. So Wallach got close to that fence in the on-deck circle.
Well, this is just a whiff here. That ball coming back down started to work its way back towards the infield very quickly. Oh, Wally'd like another shot at that.
Hit very hard, but a nice play by Wade. Wade went down to a knee. So a couple nice defensive plays by the Angels in this inning to get the first 2 outs.
Well, Tyler Wade here says, you know what? That ball's hit pretty hard. I think I might have a better angle If I drop down, try to get on level with this thing, see that top spin, just kind of create a little short hop off to the side. Maybe it makes him feel a little more comfortable.
Here's lefty on lefty with Luke facing Seth Brown. Brown chased that one. Brown with a strikeout and a fly ball to right field. Luke's going to tease him a little bit.
Just seeing how far out there he can take the lefty. Got him to chase a fastball. Looked like it just kind of cut from Luke.
Ball's picked by Rendon. Low backhand right off the shoe tops. So the A's have nothing to show for in the 7th inning. 8th inning coming up. Still 2-0
Angels. You want that home run feeling? Then step in the box and let it rip. Get ready for the Major League Baseball Junior Home Run Derby. Compete in your communities and swing your way to the 2022 Junior Home Run Derby Final during MLB All-Star Week in Los Angeles. Get your community involved by hosting a local derby. Sign up for free at jrhrd.com.
Presented by Provident Credit Union is back for its 15th year. Go to NBCSportsCalifornia.com/AST to check out Jason Bermudez's profile from Perseverance Prep, as well as the other finalists, and vote for your all-star teacher. The winner receives $20,000 for their school. Make sure you vote now. The new pitcher for the A's is Lou Trevino. Takes over here top of the 8th inning. So Lou Trevino comes in. He is making appearance number 9. So Lou trying to get back on track. The A's need him. Good fastball there, swinging a miss.
Lou is just too good, and Lou's stuff is just too good for him to not start to work his way back into the lane of performance that he expects to be able to cruise in.
Velasquez did in the 5th inning. He's not a big guy, but put a good swing on it.
Well, he got a pitch that he felt like he could get big on.
Chop to Brown. Trevino will cover, and he gets his foot down.
Now batter, number 3. Taylor Ward.
So out number 1 here in the top of the 8th inning. Taylor Ward steps up. He's 1 for 3. Pitch poured in there first strike. Red Sox beat the Rangers tonight in Arlington 7-1. It's the first of a 3-game series. That's Ryan Tepera getting loose for the Angels. So the Astros win. The Mariners win. The Rangers lose.
Through the A's, you're just trying to keep pace right now with this red-hot Angels team. You got them here in your house next few days.
I think the thing that is really maybe fueling the Angels right now, yeah, they're healthy for the most part, and they're scoring a lot of runs, but their pitching's been really good.
Sure has.
And that maybe is what separates them from past Angels teams that had some pretty good lineups.
We're getting great work from Ohtani, from Syndergaard. And I think when you think, just thinking about those two guys,
that's a good 1-2 off the top.
Kind of help you anchor things.
2-2 to Taylor Ward. Last year, the Angels had a 4.69 team ERA. It was 12th in the American League. This year, their team ERA so far is 3.37. That's 3rd in the American League. So that's a huge, huge jump. A's are 5th, so the A's pitching staff has done a good job. Astros and the Yankees sort of way out ahead of everybody. Noisy's got it. Noisy fires across 2 outs.
Well, I just wonder, you know, for the Halos, if you're thinking about a guy like Noah Syndergaard and what he can do for you, you know, you don't really want to call it a flyer that they took on Noah Syndergaard. Wrote him a nice check. But if you can get the production out of him that a team like the San Francisco Giants was able to get out of guys that they got that production from last year, a guy like DeSclafani, a guy like Alex Wood.
And then you have to make the decision the next year. Do we pay these guys and do we keep them?
Right.
One and 1 to Mike Trout, who is 0 for 3. He's got a fly ball to center, a ground out to short, and a strikeout. Inside 95. So Trout and Ohtani 0 for 6 with a couple of strikeouts in the game. See Trout do that a lot right there. He waits a long time, and sometimes it may appear that he's swinging a little late. He just waits longer than most guys, and he's not afraid to foul a ball off to the right.
Well, in the finish position, right? You got the belly button looking right at the pitcher. Guys want to let that ball travel as deep as they can, end up square to the pitcher.
And a good fastball there from Trino. And Trout strikes out for the second time. Bottom of the 8th coming up. Angels 2, A's nothing.
Prescription eyewear can be really expensive. But here's a secret. Glasses don't actually cost that much to make. Surprise! especially when you design your own eyewear and then sell it directly to your customers, like we do. Oh, hi, we're Warby Parker. Our glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. And the best part? You can try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com.
You spend 1/3 of your life in bed. That's why at Bull & Branch, we hold ourselves to a higher standard. Our bedding is 100% organic, toxin-free, and fair trade certified. It makes a difference you'll feel. And offers a better way to live in this world. Start with our best-selling signature sheets made to get softer with every wash. Visit bowlandbranch.com.
Hey guys, Gronk here to talk to you about your hair game. Hims has a full lineup of clinically proven hair loss treatments, all prescribed online by a licensed medical provider and shipped directly to your door, if appropriate. Order today and get a 90-day money-back guarantee at 4hims.com.
Yeah! Nice. What? With the Game Time app, I pay 60% less than this guy. 60%? Game Time finds you the best last-minute deals and guarantees the lowest price. Download Game Time now. Nice shirt.
Here's our game summary brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. The Angels with 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They got their runs in the 4th and the 5th inning. For the A's, just 1 hit. It was an Elvis Andrus single in the 3rd inning. Chase Silseth, the right-hander for the Angels, making his major league debut. He was really good. Daulton Jeffries was really good. Just gave up the 2 runs. The A's trailing 2-0. Bottom of the 8th, and the new pitcher for the Angels is Ryan Tepera. Sends Laureano skipping backwards. Crowd not happy.
Maybe a little too close for comfort for the crowd. It's a fastball, trying to work it in against the laser. Ends up climbing the ladder.
1-0 pitches hit high in the air on the infield. Tyler Wade, the second baseman, calls everybody off. He's got it.
Now that number 10,
Yeah, that's out number 1. And here's Pinder. Chad Pinder, a ground out and a fly out, 0 for 2. The Angels really did try to bolster their bullpen in the offseason. One of the guys was Tepera, who had a good year last year. He split it between the White Sox and the Cubs. They signed him, Laup, who we just saw, and Archie Bradley. So they added 3 new relievers, and Syndergaard and Lorenzen, 2 new starters. All free agent signings this past offseason for the Angels. And so far it's working.
And let's not forget that we're talking about a team who is just a draft class away from having drafted all pitchers.
That's right.
All pitchers. The guy we saw tonight, Chase Silseth, first player from the 2021 draft class to reach the majors.
To Chad Pinder. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, right on the corner.
MLB.tv is 50% off for a limited time only. 50% off. Stream out-of-market regular season games live or on demand, plus MLB Big Inning and select pregame and postgame coverage. Visit MLB.tv for details.
There's the hat giveaway tonight. Youngsters sporting it, looking good.
Something this
with a long walk. Trying to think about that pitch that he just saw. I think he would like to see it again.
Southpaw Sam Mole. I was going to say, I think a hallmark of this team, something that they've shown the ability to do over the past few seasons, is really kind of muster the group late in the ball game. Could be via the walk, via the knock, but either way.
Check swing fouled right at the plate by Elvis. Ohtani's ready. He will lead things off at the top of the ninth inning. Andrews has both of the A's hits tonight.
Yeah, just 4 innings in between knocks for the Oakland A's, and really for Elvis Andrews. He was able to stay back long enough on a slider from Tepera. Almost feel like Marsh was thinking about laying out there.
He likes Tepera.
Sees it decently.
Here's Pache. First pitch is a strike. Pache with a sac bunt and a ground out so far. Bouncer toward Rendon. He'll flip to second, and that will do it. So the A's get a hit and nothing else. Ohtani's going to lead it off when we come back.
At Boll & Branch, we don't make bedding like everyone else. We make it better. We prioritize thread quality, not thread count. We source the finest 100% organic cotton to make the softest, most luxurious fabrics on earth. We're free from toxins, the way home should be. Boll & Branch is made different, so you can sleep better at night. Experience the difference at bollandbranch.com.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
Play of the day brought to you by your California Ford dealers, and if you blinked, you missed it because the man was rocking and firing and was doing so in a timely fashion. Chase Silseth, have yourself a big league debut, 6 strong of 1 hit shutout baseball for the young right-hander. And he's put a smile on the face of the mad scientist. I know you don't see it there, but he's pretty excited about what he saw, and I know Angels fans are as well.
Here's Sam Moll's first pitch to Shohei Ohtani. It's a slider, and Ohtani is able to check his swing. Ohtani tonight, a fly ball to center, a strikeout, and a grounder to first. High pop-up. Noisy in foul territory, waits, and he's got it. So 1 away here in the 9th, and when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change tune-up and brake expert. So Sam Moll, look at those numbers, not too shabby. Just 2 hits in 9 innings, 10 strikeouts in 9 innings.
When I say it every time we show you those numbers, Sam Moll doing it on both sides of the platoon. And it might not feel like that's a big deal or that it matters much, but with the 3-batter minimum, managers are always looking for the matchup and looking for the best possible time to deploy their bullpen. And if it's left-hander, right-hander, we're going to have a conversation about those matchups.
And that's going to be a base hit to center field by Anthony Rendon. He's 2 for 4.
Now batting.
But Sam Moll
Number 20,
has essentially eliminated that conversation, really. His sinker down. I mean, this is not a bad pitch from Sam Moll. Just a little bit better piece of hitting from Anthony Rendon off the cap.
So with a runner aboard, here's Jared Walsh. He's moved 3 infielders to the right side. Noisy alone on the left side. Walsh had a ground out to first, a fly ball to left, and a ground out to short. Ground out to short was actually fielded on the right side, but it was fielded by the shortstop. So we got to give it a 6-3 putout. You don't have to. Walsh takes a strike.
See if Sam Moll right now win the battle against the left-hander. Maybe get you a little weak ground ball here.
Big swing by Walsh, and he missed it. Walsh last year, 29 home runs and 98 RBIs.
Well, that homer total will tell you that swing right there, probably not looking to hit a weak ground ball.
Batting average finished at .277. And he got it. Pitch well off the plate outside.
Well, he was able to get the left-hander to chase. Little slide piece elevated.
Attention, please. Now pitch number 44, Aaron Whitefield.
Jared Walsh just kind of flailing at it.
So with 2 outs, we're going to get a pinch hitter. It's going to be a right-handed hitter, Aaron Whitefield. Whitefield is hitting for Marsh. And the first pitch to Whitefield is outside. Marsh, while he was in there, was 1 for 3, and he had an RBI single. Rendon, a short lead at first, doesn't look like he has any intention of going anywhere.
Well, Rendon not a part of that contingency that's looking to steal bases.
That one catches the inside corner for a strike. Whitefield played in 3 games for the Twins in 2020. That was his only time in the big leagues until this year, and he's played in 3 games. This is his 4th game for the Angels. Now he's evened up the count at 2-2.
A good slider there from Sam Moll. See if he tries to sneak in the back door one more time here.
And he did. Strike 3 called, so Whitefield never swung the bat. So last shot for the Athletics as they trail 2-0. They'll have the top of the order coming up.
I love the Boys and Girls Clubs because they help you believe that you can make it to the big leagues.
Big leagues of what? Law. Art. Construction. Baseball.
How'd you guess?
With the help of Major League Baseball, the Boys and Girls Clubs of America help kids make it to the big leagues of anything.
Sports California is brought to you by Pacifico Beer. Born in Baja and loved in the Bay. Pacifico Beer. Please drink responsibly. By Planet Orange. Effective eco-friendly pest control. And by Twin Pine Casino and Hotel. Play for the chance to win $250,000 cash Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays.
2-0, the Angels lead. This is the last shot for the Athletics as they will face the Angels closer, Raisel Iglesias. Drops a little slider in there for a strike. Iglesias with 7 saves in 7 opportunities. Tapped slowly right back to him. Underhands to first. Kemp is retired. So 1 away here in the ninth.
Number 8, Jed Lowry.
Aaron Whitefield stays in the game in left field. See if Jed can. Somebody's got to get on base.
Well, look, the idea is you get on base, you're one swing away from tying the ball game.
That's right. That's the plan. Noisy will be next. Jed takes just a little bit low.
Yeah, I'd like to believe if we've got Sean Murphy at the plate, we've got a shot.
Way outside, now it's 2-0. Murphy would be after Noisy. That's a strike. Didn't have to be, though, a low strike. Jed's got a pretty good eye, and he felt like it was probably a little bit low.
Yeah, it's really not a question.
That one in the inner half tried to check his swing. Marty Foster said that he went around. So nothing going Jed's way in this at bat.
No, it's been a rough 10 seconds for Jed Lowry.
That didn't have to be a swing either. 2-2 pitch. Foul back.
Well, the A's top stepping it right now, looking for any kind of life. Look, Jed on first means there's probably an open hole on the right side of the infield. And with Sheldon Noisy up, I like that. Just got to get there.
Fouled straight back. Good swing there by Jed. Strike 3 called inside corner, and Jed knew it. Pretty good pitch by Iglesias.
Yeah, this had nastiness all over it. Watch the front hip of Jed Lowry. Hit. Bail out. Thought he was going to end up wearing it. That's an 88-mile-an-hour change piece from Raisel Iglesias. And that is life. My word.
So 2 away. There's Chase Silseth on the left, his major league debut tonight, and boy, he was good. He's got a chance to get a W. Strike called to Noisy.
Good fastball from Iglesias, good slider.
Toward right. Ward is right there, and he's got it, and that's the ball game. So the Angels pitching big time tonight as they shut out the Athletics, and Chase Silseth in his major league debut gets the W. So no offense tonight for the Athletics. They'll have to get after it tomorrow. We got a doubleheader tomorrow, folks, right here at the Coliseum. Time of game was 2 hours and 30 minutes. The attendance was 13,992. Final score, it's the Angels 2, and it's the Athletics nothing. Stick around. We'll come back to the Coliseum right after this. Talk a little bit about the ball game tonight here at the Coliseum.